Sunday night sound session with John Moore and DJ Hyphen on KUBE 93.
I like cars, so I have a collection of sports cars.
Wow, look at you! What kind of cars?
I got a collection of Ferraris.
Really?
Yeah, I got some old school, some new school. I got some.
Well, what kind of Ferrari? Because I'm a big 360 Modena fan myself.
Oh, you like 360? That's a terrible car.
Really? Is it? Like it doesn't? I mean, I wouldn't know. I just look at it.
What is this?
I've never driven one.
Know.
This is the thing. This is the thing for Ferrari. Ferrari is like, they're great cars, but at the same time too, they're the most terrible cars on earth. Right?
How? Why so?
So you take the 458 Italia, right, which is the newest Ferrari. That's the newest Ferrari, right? 2011, 2010, whatever, Italia, right? Their flagship car is supposed to be the most. They've been in business for 50, 60 years. They got racing pedigree, making road cars. This is supposed to be the culmination of all of the great grandness that is Ferrari, right? So it's like, okay, cool. Everybody drives a wonderful car. Like, oh, this is great. It's fast. It's this. But Ferrari, they always have something that's really wrong with the car, right? And it may seem simple. So there's like
it doesn't have a left front wheel.
Oh no.
Like, oh, okay, no.
There's like a sticker in the rear wheel well, right? And the glue on the sticker is highly flammable, right?
Problem.
So when the engine heats up, the car bursts into flames.
I hope this is true. Otherwise, Ferrari is going to be very upset with this interview.
You can go online and look at it now.
Yeah, no.
It's 100% true. So Ferrari has they make wonderful, fantastic cars and they're fast, but there's always something extremely
a fatal
wrong
flaw.
with,
they need to make fire extinguishers as well.
And I got a course of them. My earliest one is from '83, so I got an '83 400i.
You got the Magnum PI joint?
No, I had it because it's a terrible car.
Okay.
The Testarossa, right?
It's a terrible car.
Yeah.
You know, like they're great cars to look at, but they're terrible cars. So, but anyway, I have a collection of those terrible cars.
Okay.
Which I like to drive.
You know it's baller when you have a collection of terrible cars.
Yeah. If you have a collection of Ferraris, we can just stop there.
That is pretty baller.
No, but
okay,
my '83 400i, right, Ferrari, blue. It's a V12, right? It's all type of doodads and woo wazzles in there, right? 13,000.
Wow.
Okay.
13,500.
Frugal.
Yeah.
All right.
Take that.
All right.
What other kind of cars do you have? Turn this into
He said Camaro.
I got Camaro. Turbocharged.
How do you feel about American cars? Be careful though. Don't lose your fan base here.
No, I actually rented a Corvette, the ZHZ Corvette from Hertz here in Seattle. Yeah. And I'm driving it right now. It's parked downstairs.
All right.
I walked off the airplane and I saw it and said, yo, like, that's great. Yeah, you know. So I'm driving a Corvette as we speak.
Okay, that's dope. Anything else? Any Japanese cars?
I got a, what do I have?
I mean, you're not into like on a Skyline and all that stuff.
But I was thinking about getting a GTR.
Okay.
My friend had a GTR, and I was thinking about he had it all souped up, like 600 and some odd crazy horsepower. I was thinking about getting a GTR. You know?
So I'm currently obsessed with the Audi R8. Have you driven one? They just look cool. Again, they're
overpriced. You know,
everything's overpriced at my price point.
But I do have an Audi wagon.
Yeah.
Paid $13,000 for that too.
13's the lucky number.
It needs a catalytic converter. So if anybody out there has a catalytic converter for an Audi A4 wagon, which is a 99, is what it is. If you have that and you want to donate that to me, so I don't have to spend $5,000
you gotta spend
to buy
$5 racks.
Yeah.
I got a Volvo wagon, so that's what I'm. Yeah, so I know what he's talking about.
My mom got the Volkswagen wagon.
Yeah.
So yeah, fine.
Well,
cars.
Actually, it's not mine. It's my son's. I drive him around. I'm the chauffeur.
So look at that. We spent this whole last 5 minutes talking about cars.
Exactly.
That's very interesting. I've never heard Lupe's take on cars before.
I love cars.
There you go.
That's
cars
awesome.
with Lupe.
Now, what do you do with the high-end cars? Do you ever go out to like a track and actually push them a little bit? Because you're talking about your friend, souping up his car. There's only so much you can do on Lakeshore Drive, right? And before the cops are going to
all my
pull
cars
over.
are in LA. All my fancy cars are in Los Angeles.
Okay. But even then, you can't go too fast on it.
Well,
you can get on Highway 1.
I obey the law thoroughly.
Okay. While we're on camera here.
Yeah, I obey every single speed law
and
seatbelt law ever made.
You even wear a bicycle helmet in the car just to be safe, just in case.
Well, I tour. I grand tour. Like I'll jump on the road and drive to Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Like Gumball Rally style.
Or when I got my Camaro, I drove it from Chicago to LA.
Okay.
You know, so I love to drive. So I get out on the road. I don't have to, just.
What's your favorite soundtrack music for listening to in the car when you're driving on those long trips?
It's Metallica.
Okay.
Probably Metallica, because I need the energy. I need to when I'm. I put my driving.
You have driving gloves.
Yeah,
that's when you know you're balling.
We need to pick up
and whenever you come down to Los Angeles,
we will.
and I extend this to all my friends.
Okay.
And I consider you guys friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever you come down to Los Angeles,
let's go drive.
We go drive.
Oh, we there. All right.
I'll just
be
throw
there
keys
Thursday
out.
after next.
I'm going this Thursday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday. I'm going
there
down
on the 27th.
for some day job stuff. If you're in town, we'll drive around.
Yeah, we'll drive. We'll do it big.
That'd be dope. That's hilarious. Okay, so to take it a little bit more seriously, before we let you go, we are going to turn this into a web chat in a minute, so everyone logged on. I see we're got a couple hundred viewers. Everyone logged on. Stay on there. I saw a brief 10-second video of you, and I guess this site does this for a bunch of people, and I thought it was really dope. It was like little things or 3 little things with whoever or whatever. It was like or 3 digs. That's what it was. So shout out to whoever those people are.
Shout out to Tree Studios in Atlanta.
Yeah, that was dope. I really like that idea, and it was like, tell us something like 3 things that you dig, and they were, one was like music. Second was like,
duh.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was a pretty obvious one. He has a slight interest in music. Second one was subversive literature.
Yes.
And then you paused and said brilliantly with the third one, subversive music.
Yeah.
Combining the 2.
Yes.
So what are some subversive musicians?
Damian Marley.
Nice. What do you think of the Damian and Nas album? I thought it was highly
It
underrated.
Listen, it is my favorite. Well, I can't say favorite because there are 2 albums to me that were the best albums of 2010.
And they are.
It was Distant Relatives and it was How I Got Over.
Yeah.
Those 2 albums. Because everybody else was like, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, whatever, right. But those 2 albums struck a chord, you know.
Yeah.
They struck a chord. They struck a real serious chord, you know. So, Distant Relatives, Damian Marley, and How I Got Over.
Is there any interest to work with Damian? Are you guys? You guys probably know each other.
Everybody that asks me like, who do you want to work with next?
That's always the
be
answer.
like, I want to work with Damian
dope.
Marley. Damian Marley and Tom York, but Damian Marley first.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
What would a Damian Marley Lupe record sound like?
It'd be subversive.
Highly.
Remember when we had him on the show?
Yo, he was one of the coolest dudes we've had on the show
ever.
Yeah, by far. And it's just amazing to kind of sit across from him and be like, yo, your dad is Bob Marley, dude. Yeah. Like,
I told you
what
the
can
story,
you like?
though.
One of the most famous human beings in the history of civilization.
But even beyond that, the Welcome to Jamrock album, the Confrontation record.
Yeah.
That song is as powerful and as just informative and as engaging as any of his fathers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
definitely.
He has that pedigree, but at the same time too, what he does on his own,
continuing that legacy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what's more, for me, that's more impressive than him being Bob Marley's son or whatever, that he actually has the same intensity and sometimes even more than his father.
Yeah, because he's actually, it's like the evolution of Bob. Like if Bob was here and
2.0.
and if he would have, made, hip hop records, or he would have been, rhyming in patois, or, become a dance hall, cut dance hall records. It's like, because that's, for me, just Jamaican, DJs that toast, they're like the illest MCs on the planet. I mean, just in terms of the rhythm, the melody, their voice is the truest instrument in terms of like MCing, because it's like they use the melody, they use the wit, they're political. It's just crazy. I mean, I have the highest regard for Jamaican DJs,
That's
which
true.
are MCs and reverse.
And as a white guy from Seattle, I feel the same way.
And
I just wish I could.
As a Jamaican,
And as
a Jamaican, Hyphen says, "Well, thank you."
I just wish I could understand more of it. Because I start rapping along, I'm like, I definitely don't know what that word is. I hope it's not bad.
You just got to polish up on your patois.
Yeah,
I'll work on it.
It's all good.
Listen,
Yo, we're gonna drive around in LA,
decode,
listen to some Jamaican music.
Well.
Oh, you can't do it while driving?
I don't have a radio in one of my cars.
Okay.
And then one of them is locked because the good old folks at Ferrari put something called a. If you take the battery out of your car for any reason, or if it goes dead, it locks the radio. So if you don't have the radio code,
you gotta pull the joint out and put it in
the
Wow.
But anyway,
when are we getting a Lupe decoded?
a book?
Yeah, or something like that.
I don't think you need it.
Really?
I don't think you need it.
The lyrics do enough
I don't
justice.
So you figure it out on your own.
You will
Individual interpretation.
You will get a Lupe novel, some literature. One of a Wasalu,
Yes.
which is my government name.
Yes.
You'll get some Wasalu literature coming soon.
Really? How
Yeah,
soon is soon?
yeah. Well, it's writer time, so you know it could be a year from now, a couple years.
Okay.
I've been writing like maybe 3 or 4 different pieces that I really like and really like to continue on with. So hopefully in the next couple years you'll have some really solid literature.
Are you still reading some Chomsky every now and then?
Oh man, I'm reading some Chomsky, Michael Hudson. Shout out to all to the members of the Readers Book Club, my Subversive Book Club. You know, so I'm reading some Michael Hudson, some Chomsky, some Baldwin, James Baldwin.
Oh,
my God, ladies and gentlemen,
come on,
ladies and gentlemen, if you want a representative of the gay community that nobody, right, can throw any type of dirt on or throw any type of or talk down on in any way whatsoever. All you got to do is just hold up Mr. James Baldwin, one of the most smartest and intellectual men in all of
literature
ever. So some James Baldwin, some Dick Gregory.
I was trying to get Hyphen to read earlier. We were having a conversation. I was telling him I was putting him up.
I was putting up, and it was a struggle.
I've read that.
I was putting him up on.
It took some time.
And he was just saying he doesn't. For one, he doesn't like to read, and he doesn't have time. I said you got to make time to read.
How do I make myself like to read though?
You find a book that's engaging.
Well, what do you read on?
Yeah.
You read regular books?
Yeah.
You should get a Nook.
A Nook. I have an iPad. Can I read on the iPad?
No, not an iPad.
Doesn't do
it. You should get a Nook or a reader.
Or a Kindle.
Or a Kindle.
Okay.
A Nook or a Kindle. I have a Nook, but a Kindle as well.
All right.
It changes the format of reading because I don't like to read either.
Okay.
But when I got the Nook, it was just like
I just did all my reading, man. Like I put in the time. I put in the 20 years of schooling and of education.
Now you're done.
I got my degree. It keeps me warm. That's all I need.
You're stupid.
No, all right. We're gonna read more. We're gonna wrap up this interview. Final words for the people out there, either to motivate them in their lives, anything you want to tell them, what they should be looking forward to this year, any advice, lasers,
get
promotion,
offline and get in the real world.
Get up and
log off. Log off. That's the advice. Log off and get into life.
You're telling all our listeners watching this live.
Well, I'll put it like this: you don't have to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore because there's birds falling from the sky. You can go outside with a bag.
Oh no!
Just catch a bunch of them. You know, so Kentucky Fried Chicken is becoming obsolete.
I don't even think they call it Kentucky Fried Chicken anymore. They had to change their name to KFC because
it's chicken. It's chicken.
It is? All right.
Genetically, it's chicken.
Engineered.
Yeah, it's still chicken on the DNA level.
All right.
On the down.
But no, you know, Lasers. You know, it's the people's album. It's an amazing album. You know, I'm very, very, very happy.
We didn't even talk Lasers too much at all. Do you have? I think there's an acapella verse floating around that may or may not be on Lasers. Is there any bar perhaps that you can share that you feel is representative of Lasers?
I really think. Can I curse?
Yeah, we're live on
the internet.
Yeah. What up, Clear Channel? Go ahead.
I really think the war on terror is a bunch of bullshit. Just a poor excuse for you to use up all your bullets. How much money does it take to really make a full clip? 9/11, Building 7, did they really pull it? Oh, and a bunch of other cover-ups. Your child's future was the first to go with budget cuts. If you think that hurts, then wait, here comes the uppercut. The school was garbage in the first place. That's on the up and up. When you turn on TV, all you see is a bunch of what the fucks. Dude is dating so-and-so, blathering about such and such, and that ain't Jersey Shore. Homie, that's the news, and these the same people supposed to telling us the truth. And everything after that is extremely controversial. Lasers!
March 8th.
Go get that.
March 8th. Support art.
Yeah,
good art.
And love yourself.
Yeah.
And love each other, and, you know, have a happy day.
And cook food. Don't bake pizza.
Bake whatever.
All right, Lou, thanks so much for coming through. DJ Hyphen.
J Moore.
Sunday night sound session. Thanks as always, man.
Pieces.
Sunday night sound session with John Moore and DJ Hyphen on Q93.